Hi, welcome to our podcast. We are two parents in Singapore and two professionals just trying to figure things out as we go along.
So here we will be sharing the beautiful, ugly, messy, fun, interesting, boring, challenging parts of being parents.
So whether you are thinking about raising kids or just curious about parenting and want to hear fresh perspectives, just join us.
If you are ready, let's dive in.
You weren't really too keen. No, you wanted to have kids.
It was not urgent.
Not the right time.
Yeah, at all.
It's never the right time. It's more like the process of having the child,
The
like
thought
getting
process.
pregnant and then so-called losing your freedom.
Yeah.
And because we didn't really know what to expect. You were more like apprehensive about starting the journey lah. And then also hearing from friends and like even your parents, seniors around us, they're like, oh, once you have kid, then like no more traveling for you, your life will change. Every day you got to stay at home. So that was like what we were exposed to, and then leading to like more apprehension about having kids. Right? So didn't even think so far on like how to bring them up or things, even like lack of sleep. All these things already make it like not so keen.
Yeah, it seemed like for me,
Very expensive. Very expensive.
I think at the start of the marriage, I wasn't very keen on having kids so soon, so fast. A big part of my life was like my career. Exercising. There's always the fear of like, what if you lose your fitness? What if you lose your body after you have kids? And maybe like, especially as a woman, it can be insecure to think that I work so hard to be in good shape. What if I lose it all after having a baby? So I think that was I think going into parenting, I thought that I would have to give up a lot of things like fitness, a career, take a step back, friends, holidays. So I guess that was what I thought I had to give up going into parenting.
But I'm the opposite, because like I love change, so it doesn't really like daunt me. But you hate change. You like the same thing.
Yeah.
Stability and things that you know what to expect. So that was us going into becoming parents. Not even parenting, just
the thought of
becoming parents.
Yeah, but of course a lot of that has changed after we became parents. Like personally for myself, ironically, I think I'm fitter now than I was like 10 years ago before I became a parent. I think that the journey has been also very beautiful in the sense that I slowly kind of found my own footing, and I know what I want and what I want my kids to see their mom doing, like growing up.
But also because we spend time together to like always discuss and talk what is important to us, not just the kids, but what is important to you and me. And then from there we develop the things that we feel important, so we make sure we do it lah. That's why the marriage is important, because if we are not on the same page, then the whole thing it doesn't flow well lah. Yeah,
like nowadays, like when we go out for dates, our kids stop asking where we are going and when we are coming back.
They know like we're going out, and we explain to them that we are going out on a date. Never tell them, oh, we're going to work.
Yeah. No, we never say that. We just tell them the truth. Yeah.
Those fears never went away. Still not away, because we are asking her for the third child, but still got the same fear and same worry. Fourth one also will have the same. So it will never go away. For my memory, it's like never go away. So I set a hard deadline and then just force her.
Like 2 years, we must.
2 years, like, okay, don't bluff me already. Every time tell me next month, 6 months later. So then we just, but so it's from on her part, like, I mean, maybe you can share more, but it takes effort and it's a bit scary also. It's like I want to have children, or I love to have kids. So I'm excited about it, but for her, it's like more scary. But yet, because of the relationship we build, and I also trust in me, in our family nucleus, and it's okay, willing to just try it out. No solution.
No solution. Yeah.
Any regrets?
No, of course not.
Yeah, you regret not having earlier. No lah.
No, I think everything happened in the right time.
Yeah. I mean, we joke about it, but then when having children, it's really not our choice at the end of the day. It's really God's timing.
Provision.
And children is something I think it taught me that a lot of things is not within our control. Like if we want to be healthy, we can exercise or eat healthy. I mean, you can don't drink, don't smoke, but how the child grows, whether there's any defects or whether the child is healthy, we got no control over it at all.
Yeah.
So that is probably a season like we learn to really trust and
God.
pray and trust God. But the concerns or worrying didn't really go. But you were also sharing, like, thinking back now where we are at, you are quite happy, and the love that you have or the children have for us is something like no regrets lah.
Yeah, I think I'm in a good place now, or where I am at, like in parenting or in my career. Yeah, I mean, like looking back, I think like somehow along the way it worked out, and our kids love us. We have a good relationship. We enjoy the time together and with our extended family as well. Yeah, and we all spend a lot of time together. We also have security knowing that if we have to leave our kids with someone for the day, they'll be fine, and we know that they'll be taken care of. I can work and give my 100% at work, and then when I'm at home, I can give my 100% at home. What's the difference? Before having kids, when we were kind of like single, nothing has a timeline. Like your career doesn't really have a timeline, and
your day has
no
no time.
has no timeline. You can wake up whenever you want,
Sleep wherever you want. There's
sleep
no
whenever you
consequence.
want. Yeah, there's no consequence. If you can't work hard today, you can work hard tomorrow. If you didn't go to the gym today, you don't have to. You can go tomorrow. And then suddenly, after having kids, everything had a timeline. Like I had to learn how to work with shorter hours and get better faster. I had to learn how to be more efficient with my schedule. And I also realized that along the way, I really wanted to be a good role model to my kids, for them to see that I work hard in my life and I work hard in my health. So I think that was the one thing that was different.
Based on what other people share, we think like you lose your life. Your whole life is about the children. It was never really the case. Can't be further from the truth. We like intentionally make sure that our life don't revolve around the kids. The kids like fit into like our lifestyle and what we enjoy.
I think it was also because we married quite young. I married at 25 and I had Oliver at 28.
So still got energy.
No, and in a sense, like there weren't a lot of people around us with families.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At that point in time, most of our friends were like single or dating. So I think we ended up just deciding that if we want a certain way in life, we have to model it, or we have to try and like find that footing.
Just try lah.
Yeah.
And I think also I got stubbornness. So like when people say, like when last time when the kids were young, want to go to the life house. I say, can bring children meh? Wow, when I hear it can bring children meh, then I must bring already. Why cannot? Oh, then I want to bring them.
Yeah, I have pictures of Oliver in Suntec Life House with the live band nearby at like 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah, then when my mother said, can meh? Don't. Wow, then I must bring.
Or like flying with
or
kids.
Fly, yeah. Too young. No. Okay, I won't answer back lah. I'll just bring.
I think Oliver took his first flight at 2 months old.
2 months to Penang.
Yeah. And then the bigger one was, I think like
8 months.
Shortly
6
after
months.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. We choose to I think we choose not to give up things we enjoy. Because at that age when they're just a baby, they got no preference ma. They got no preference. So
They
whatever we do, whatever we go,
becomes their preference.
that's their norm. Yeah. So I think that was nice. We didn't lose our life.
Yeah, and I still got to go to the gym
Yeah.
after having kids. So that was an important part of my life for me.
Parenting is like durian.
Oh my gosh, you took my idea.
Oh, is it?
I was going to say durian.
Okay, why? Why is
Tough
it a durian?
and thorny on the outside. Like
And
dangerous.
smell. Other people smell. Very smelly.
But obviously we like durian, so then it turns out like a lot better than what you imagine it to be. And you even pay more money for it. For good grade.
Not everyone like, right? Not everyone
not
likes
everyone
durian.
likes durian.
So not everyone likes
Parenting.
being parents also.
Yeah,
I think
correct.
it's a very real thing. Because you have to give up
You do have to give up
some things.
Yeah, or rather you have different priorities over time as a parent.
Parenting also like have seasons like durian. You know, some season like a lot of durian, but you eat too much durian also, you
Fall sick.
Jelat already.
Jelat.
So I think parenting is a bit like that. But yeah, I think it's like on the outside can be like very scary and very
Don't want to touch,
thorny,
don't want to go there.
prickly. But once you open inside, very
It's not
nice.
so bad.
And durian also must share with friends also. Alone eat, very jelat. Same as parenting.
Yeah. No wonder you're in marketing. I'm the boring finance girl, but you're the marketing guy.
I think on like very deep level, thorny parts is like giving up things. I think that is one of the scary part. Simple things like sleep. From the moment they were born, you give up sleep already. Right? Every 3 hours we gotta wake up.
Or you live by their routine for a while.
Yeah. Even now when they're older, they sleep on their own, but then like uninterrupted sleep is like quite rare also. Because at night they want to drink water, want to pee.
Yeah.
Right.
Just want to know where you are.
That's quite a thorny part. You really have to give up your hobbies, your time, your space. You literally like share the space with other people in your house.
For me, maybe it was breastfeeding also, because like breastfeeding is beautiful.
No one talks about breastfeeding, right? Everyone talk about the birth story. But
like breastfeeding is like a very beautiful process where you get to provide for your baby for as long as you want to, but it can be very stressful and you literally don't have like that personal space for a long time. You can't be away for more than a certain time with your baby. Like a lot of people prepared me about giving birth when they knew I was pregnant, but no one really talked to me about breastfeeding. Yeah, and how hard it could be in the early days.
Even what you eat also affects the baby.
Yeah. When I was in confinement, like in my first month, I was having a hard time and I texted a few friends and I was like, hey, you didn't tell me it was going to be so difficult. And then they all replied the same thing. They all said, don't worry, Mel, it gets better. Don't worry. Yeah, the worst is almost over.
Yeah.
And it did get better.
But it wasn't expected. Like the lack of sleep was expected. But the breastfeeding was like...
It was not at all. I think the other part that we learned that was hard was like, you know, when you have a career, like when you're a single, you can also throw yourself into work as much as you want. You can work 7 days a week, like 15-hour days, and it pays off. But then when you have kids, you have to make a tough choice on how much am I going to give and how much am I going to start letting go.
To allocate your time.
How do I allocate my time? How do I like be better at work and be the same person when I get home? So I think that was tough for me to navigate, like in the first few years of parenting.
Because last time when you work, then you're tired, you go home, you rest,
chill,
watch drama or relax. But now you go home, you got to sit down and eat. Sit down and eat.
Go and bathe.
Go and bathe.
No TV.
So it's true. When you're tired, you still need to show up when we go home.
Yeah, and then of course there's marriage also.
Yeah.
Like still being present for your spouse after being parents, before being parents.
Yeah, like last time before we had the kids, then like anytime we can go out.
Yeah.
Now we have to set like be intentional. Yeah, so these are some of the thorny
things in parenting. I think recently Oliver wrote something for me and I put it at the back of my phone. Don't know whether you can see. It says, "Dear Mommy, I love you so much. I love you so much. You are the best mommy in the world." So it's at the back of my screen. Yeah, so this is what he gave me. And I think it was after a long day at work. Like I was not at home for dinner. And then when I came home, he was going to sleep and then he like kind of stuffed it in my hand. Nah. Yeah. And then so I think that was a very beautiful and sweet moment that I didn't expect. So it's when like your kids
they like
close to you and
like I think really like adore you, adore us.
Yeah. Like they like us for who we are, and they at the same time they also know that we have flaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we are close enough to show our ugly side to them. Yeah. Like they joke about your temper.
Yep.
Say Dada is going to be angry again. Or they pretend to be you. Angry you.
I think the nice sweet part is also like when you see them like being secure.
Like being good people.
Yeah, it's like a sense of, I don't know, achievement, or like we did something right somewhere.
Yeah.
Where they are secure to share with us when they did something wrong, when they share with us when they are unhappy, or when they are happy, or when they go over to their grandparents' place to stay. Sometimes they don't call us for 2-3 days. Like
And we are
they
fine because
secure, like they know that we love them, and they love us, and knowing that these two kids that really trust us 100%, that I think that is very meaningful.
Yeah.
Hopefully it continues and they become useful people in society. So I think for us, we are quite like on the same page in terms of like education and expectation. We are not really very worried about the kids' academics now. Yeah. So maybe because we are both in the financial planning industry, where we didn't take the like conventional career path. So maybe because of that, then we feel like there's so many careers out there. And also like because when we travel, right, then when we went to Switzerland to ski, and then some young person who share like they just graduated from accountancy and then decided don't want to do accountancy, and then went to Switzerland to ski and then teach skiing, and then just take it from there. So it's like
changes your worldview.
Yeah, there's so many jobs out there, and there's so many things. If you really want to do something, you can just go travel around the world and try. Whereas if not, most Singaporeans will just look at, hey, what's there to do in Singapore? But sometimes these foreigners, they are so open, like can be anywhere around the world. Why only Singapore? So because of that, we are not like so into all this enrichment stuff. We are more into like spending time with them lah. So I mean, when we travel, it's not to go and see Eiffel Tower kind. It's really to like bring them cycling. It's a lot about science also, like see mountains, snow, rivers, lakes, walking, hiking, a lot of activities lah. I think our belief is like we want to like have quality time together, to spend time with them so that they can learn, but at the same time they can have opportunity to share with us about things lah. I think we focus more on like, we spend more on like learning things lah. Badminton.
Must try a few different sports.
Yeah.
At least.
But the rationale is, I think, more learning life skills or things that they like. I mean, if they like to go for enrichment, then we probably send them. But they,
so far,
I don't think
they haven't requested for us to send them to berries.
Yeah. And we are on the same page on that, right?
Yeah.
The one we're not on the same page is like the overseas education. Yeah, so that one we are still figuring out.
Building on what you said, this was after JC. Like I couldn't get into the course that I wanted to in Singapore. So then I had to battle with like some regrets back then at that point in time over not being able to go overseas because it would have been too expensive.
If only.
Yeah,
if
so
only.
then I think like I brought many of those like if onlys into like uni and subsequently into like parenting. Maybe, yeah, it would be nice to be able to afford overseas education for kids if like the opportunity comes up. But at the same time, like I also got to live for half a year overseas when I was on an exchange program. So I think that gave me a lot of that worldview
experiences.
Yeah, that I wouldn't have otherwise got if I had spent my whole education in Singapore. So I think that more than made up for what I really wanted to have at some point in my life. So on hindsight, it all worked out in a way.
Yeah, but I feel like local is enough.
Yeah.
That's why we can't agree.
I mean, like that's why I did the local thing and then I went overseas for an exchange program.
No, I mean for us to pay.
Oh, for us to pay. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I'm on the same page as well lah.
Oh, you're on the same page? I thought you want to pay for overseas.
But if it happens that, let's say,
if they cannot make it, then it's too bad for them.
What I meant is if they can make it, but there's just no.
They can make it, then they go Singapore.
No, but what if they can make it, but Singapore just doesn't have, I don't know, like this particular course or this particular industry?
No lah, Singapore got everything. then they pay for it. They pay the difference. Yeah, anyway, we still disagree. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Not really for parents, because this is more like for parents to be, right? So one of the thing we went through was like for the basic need of like who will take care of the kids lah. Right? I mean, finances also one. People share like, having kids is very expensive in Singapore. But for that, I think is that it may not be expensive. It depends on what you want. It's just you say Singapore eat out is very expensive. If you eat every day eat restaurant, of course expensive. But if you eat the hawker, actually it's quite okay. So same for kids. If we everything like want the best school, the best beef, then of course expensive lah. But if we are okay to have less expectation, actually it's okay lah financially, I think. But more of the childcare, where for us we had the privilege when we had Oliver and Evans, we are able to spend time with them while still work at the same time, like flexi work arrangements. Whereas like for others, then that's where it becomes like a bit of a struggle, or like how, because if not one parent got to stop work, if not got to send to infant care, if not got to get a helper, which has its own, it's a whole different ball game. So that might be something that people are going through. So but for ourselves, maybe you want to share like what we went through and how we decided, or what's important to us.
So I think that as adults, all of us have like a few core memories they had from childhood, from like the time when they were kids. So for me, like if I could like impact that in some way for my kids, I would want them to have like really good memories of us traveling, because that's when we kind of like spend like so much quality time together, or memories of just us playing lah. I think there's more to parenting than just like feeding and putting them to bed, right? So then how do we be good people and also kind of like model for our kids, so that they grow up with joy as well. Not just living, but how do we live with like joy in the household? I think that will be something that I'm always trying to like kind of find and work on.
But I think based on the people we speak with, whether in friends or in our work, I think we find that like whether is it we get a helper, or we get parents to help, or we stop work, or we work and take care of them, or we send infant care, actually all works lah. We have friends and that do this and it works, do that and it works. Actually everything, there's no perfect solution. But I think the caveat is that as long as the marriage is, I won't say stable or strong, as long as we work together as a couple, whichever we decide, or whichever it works out somehow, as long as we are on the same page. Right? I think that's what we find.
Okay, so we're not experts yet. We're still learning on this journey, but we really want to document everything down for you guys.
If you find what we share helpful, do like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.